Right Jim, here's a few pointers for you when using the swedge. You've done really good in that last video I watched you. Brilliant by the way, really impressed with it. But here's a couple of little hints or tips that maybe help you out a bit more. So when you actually come to sticking the woodsman into the wood, what you need to do is actually stick it into the base, the tree, whatever you're using to cut, and then you're going to lever against the knife with the piece of wood, and I'll show you here. So we'll get it on near the end, make sure the edge is pointing away from you. Oh, well, there you go, so you can see it's stuck in. Lever and walk up the blade. There you go. So again, there we go, it's stuck in the base, and just walk forward with it, and then it's just come off at a knot there, which you will get. Okay, hatchet technique, and you placed it on the piece of wood and done this type of chopping, is get the piece of wood and turn it almost at a 45-degree angle, and then come down when you're doing the hatchet technique and give it a hit in like that. There you go, that's it broke off. Turn it round, same again, turn it at 45, get a hit in, and there we go. Turn it at 45, lean it over slightly, come straight down, couple of hits in. You can see this has got a big knot in this one. Turn it at 45, come straight down. Just the knots are stopping it from splitting. You can see how far it's split up to here. It's just the knots again. If that's the case, like that. Jim, in your video when you were doing the draw technique in the horizontal position with the knife, what you had was the knife flat like so. What I suggest you do is you have it tilted maybe at a 30-degree angle down towards the floor. You can use the draw section, the recurve, or even the tip if you like. Another thing you've done on the video was come over the top. Don't do that. You can't see the actual feather. You don't really get a good feel for it either. So what I suggest you do, you come in, whether you're using the draw section or the recurve, then all we do here is pull. And I find this is a great way of getting your shavings or your cockerel feathers as well. I'll show you the now. Another thing is you can hit in at the tang here and make sure that's totally secure for you, so there's no movement. And you can see you can go anywhere on the blade that you want when you've got it at that 30-degree angle. And you can see I'm pulling it towards me almost at a 30-degree angle once I get a feel for the grain in there. So that'd be a decent cockerel feather for there, and twist off. Push in all the time. And it doesn't matter if the first couple come off. And I'm pulling this at a 30-degree angle as well. And I'm just using the recurve here. I can come out here and use the draw section. Back in here, go towards the tip. So only do it for the underside, don't do it over the top like I've seen you trying to do. Don't do that. And as I say, this is a good way of just producing shavings, feather sticks or cockerel feathers. Just get in there like that, give it a twist. Jim, you maybe have been confused by the frame and why I called it a pot stand. Well, once it burns through, if you aren't doing a one stick fire, as you can see this is just starting to boil here, you would use green sticks, but because you were doing the gauntlet you had to use the one log. But what you would actually do is use green sticks and make the frame with them, so they'll last longer, and that way you can put your pot up on top of the frame, and that's why it's called a pot stand. So this is the fire all burnt down. I've got a good bed of coals here. My water's just starting to come to a boil, and that's the frame. Right Jim, that's me going for my coffee. Hopefully all the little tips I've gave you, you can add to your armoury now, and that'll improve your game when you're out in the woods. Right, I'll catch you soon pal. Cheers.